Hello everybody, my name is Vin and today I will be showing you my Eldlich deck that I use for dueling Nexus or Yu-Gi-Oh in general. Um, to start things off, I run 3 Eldlich to Golden Lord. He's your just generic boss monster. He gains 1,000 if you special summon him from grave, which is probably a pretty good effect, honestly. It can get over a lot of things, and especially things like Dragoon. If you have the Dragoon have not negated anything, you could just have this guy run over Dragoon, and that's pretty good. I think the main thing with the problem with this format currently is there's a lot of degenerate things like Numerons, which I run, Dragoon, and many other things you could just splash into any other deck and it would work. Another card I run is Inspector Border. This card is basically if you don't draw any good cards, you just summon this and you're pretty much good until you can summon something. Because mainly what you want to do with this deck is set 3 and pass. Because setting 3 and passing is pretty much your golden opportunity to winning. 2 Ash for basically combo. Dragon Link can run over this pretty well, which is really bad. But otherwise, this card is fine. You can also use it with one of your level 5s to go into Crystal Wing. You don't really go into the Boral load because you're really not having a lot of links in your graveyard because you're not link spamming with this deck. Numeron Wall is to search into your Numeron network, which you run 3 of both. Numeron network lets you go into your Zexal. You only run 2 Numeron calling, mainly because Numeron calling is basically a brick in your hand, but if you draw into it, it's essentially useless to you. So you have to at least have one in your deck, and the chances of you drawing both are very slim. But if you do draw into both, it's really not the end of the world. Zexal is only like there just so that combo decks don't finish you off first turn. You run the 1 terraforming so you can search out your Numeron network. It's basically having 7 Numeron networks in a deck, which is really good. Curse Eldland I run at 2. I don't really need 3 because you're always seeing your Golden Lord pretty fast, so you don't really need to run 3. I I think that if you're running 3 of this, you're running pure Eldlich with like some or Dogmatica Eldlich because you don't really need to go into Golden Lord quickly, but you do need to get into Golden Lord eventually, which is a problem. And I run one Foolish Burial so you can send the Golden Lord to graveyard. I run 1 Elixir of Black Awakening and 1 Elixir of White Destiny because you don't really need them. By the time you have them, you're honestly probably winning already, and you only run them if you need them. Impermanence to 3, I think this card to 3 is basically the best. This is the best card in the game currently, I believe, because you activate this, you negate any card. It's not even just like Ash where it's like it's their combo extender or like a searcher. Imperm can target multiple cards, which is really good. Zexal, you can try to target Zexal. You can most definitely hit a lot of like boss monsters like Boroload and other boss monsters, but this card's really good. 3 Scarlet Sanguine is the most useful card in the deck. Special summoning your Eldlich, your Golden Lord from your deck is really good. And then it's just by far one of the best like Eldlich cards ever. You run 3 Golden Land of Conquistador because topping a card on the field is really good against Mystic Mine because it's not only a monster, but it doesn't count as a monster. So you could just, or it doesn't count as a monster effect. So you could just pop Mystic Mine or pop like any spell or monster that they have, which is really good. And then I also run the Haquero to 2. I think it depends on what deck you're running, but you don't really banish cards with this card. The only thing you're really doing this for is to send it to the graveyard with Golden Lord's effect, so that you can pop a card and then special summon the Golden Lord by just sacking one of your spells or traps to the graveyard. 2 summon limit, because combo can't really beat this unless they have like a spell destruction, which is pretty good. 1 Imperial, because spell Mystic Mine is basically the bane of this deck. You really hate Mystic Mine in combo because it can't really deal with those. Skill Drain, it beats combo by a lot. It beats a lot of decks by a lot because they really need their monster effects. Solemn Judgment to 3. I think if you need negates, it doesn't really matter if you have low life points for Eldlich, because you're not really activating your Eld land that much. You only activate like once, twice, or 3 times at a duel. For my extra deck, I'm running 1 Crystal Wing because it's the easiest level 8 synchro you could go into. You literally just special summon the Ash, go into like a Conquistador or Hakero, and then you go into this guy. It's really easy to make. I run 1 Libe, 2 Dreadnought. You really have this guy a lot on your field. You usually have 2, and then you activate like your Conquistador, your any other thing, and then you just go into this, pop for or inflict 2,000, go into this OTK. Really good. You have a lot of level 5s on your field, so that's why I'm running the Pleiades. So Pleiades, basically you detach XYZ material and you bounce a card to the hand, or yeah, a card to the hand. It's really good. The only thing I think I would run instead of this is maybe the Shark, but other than that, I would run Constellar Pleiades. I run the Numeron things. These guys are really good. I run Zexal, cause negates, this deck really needs negates, and if you can negate everything, you're good. I was thinking of taking out Appaloosa, but you can go into her with the Numerons, and if they know you're going to Zexal, you could go into Appaloosa and have a 32 body on the field with negates, which is pretty good. You run the Unicorn and the Phoenix because it's pretty easy to link into. And then I run these because, like, I normally, like, if I already have Numeron Network on the field, I could just normal summon this, link Haribo, Circular Gardener. Pretty easy. Nibiru combo, very easy to use. Still a problem in this game currently is Dragon Link. I think they have to hit that deck as soon as they can. I know the previous ban list really didn't help with Dragon Link at all. My opinions on Dragon Link, I think they should hit LP, maybe like, maybe, I really don't know. They could, I don't think they should, but they could ban Borreload Savage Dragon, and that's a stretch. I run the 3 Gamma Seal just for the Dragoon, because Dragoon is a big hindrance to this deck. Lightning Storm, Feather Duster, and Cosmic Cyclone for just for the for Mystic Mine, because Mystic Mine really hurts you first round, and it doesn't matter. Also, Harpy's Feather Duster to 1, that's pretty cool. Evenly Match is just a good card in general, and then Red Reboot, because it's Red Reboot. Would I change anything about this deck? Nah. Maybe I would take out the Numeron stuff if like Zexal gets banned. But other than that, I think this deck is perfectly fine. Maybe take out Appaloosa for something, but I don't know what I would take out for it. But other than that, I think this deck is perfectly fine. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.